I wanted to talk about a book that I read recently, young adult literature. It's called I'm Not Dying with You Tonight, and it's by two authors, Kimberly Jones and Gilly Segal. Segal, I believe, Gilly Segal. And it's really cool that they actually write this in alternating points of view, taking on the persona of a different character. So it alternates in chapters between Lena, who is the character Kimberly Jones writes, and Campbell, who is the character that Gilly Segal writes. And I'll just read you a little blurb about it. Lena and Campbell aren't friends. Lena has her killer style, her awesome boyfriend, and a plan. She knows she's going to make it big. Campbell, on the other hand, is just trying to keep her head down and get through the year at her new school. When both girls attend the Friday night football game, what neither expects is for everything to descend into sudden mass chaos. Chaos born from violence and hate. Chaos that unexpectedly throws them together. They aren't friends. They hardly understand the other's point of view. But none of that matters when the city is up in flames and they only have each other to rely on if they're going to survive the night. This was actually endorsed by Angie Thomas, who wrote The Hate You Give and On the Come Up. And she says it's a compelling and powerful novel that is sure to make an impact. So that's a great endorsement from the Hate You Give author, who also writes about race relations between teenagers. Another author, David Arnold, says it's a powerful examination of privilege and how friends are often found in surprising places. And I found that interesting because I wonder at the end of this, with everything they go through, if they do consider each other friends or not. This reminds me of other things that I've actually read recently and things that are popular in TV. Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reed is written for adults, and it also deals with examining people's privilege and has different perspectives raised in it. This was an excellent book. I highly recommend, in addition to recommending this book. And Little Fires Everywhere, which is now a Hulu series a lot of people are watching. That book was excellent. It was a little different than the book, and that also has a similar theme of examining people's privilege and when they don't realize it, the things that happen, and the perspectives of two people that maybe don't know each other very well. So what's great about this book is that I feel the characters are really realistic, and I would love to have a book club discussion of this virtually where we have everybody's perspectives represented. I'd like to read from a little bit later in the book, without giving too much away, important exchange between Lena and Campbell. This chapter happens to be from Campbell's point of view, and they've just been part of a riot that broke out in their city. Lena says, "Was anybody listening when they tried to approach things in a civil manner? No. But when shops start burning down, here they come. I'm not defending looters, but you're not even trying to understand. When you push people to their breaking point and they ain't got no power, they find a way to take it. What's so wrong with that?" And now this is Campbell's point of view. "I've got no answer because I don't know what's wrong and what's right. I don't get this neighborhood or how people here feel. I don't understand friends stealing and pulling guns on each other. Me and my dad were both caught up in circumstances neither of us understand. Something about wrong place, wrong time comes to mind. My father has lived here for 20 years, and I realize I've never seen him be friendly with his neighbors or his customers or other shop owners on 7th except the Wellses, and he doesn't invite them to hang out at his house or anything. Maybe he wouldn't be so surprised to find people think of him as an outsider. I don't know how he feels. It never occurred to me to ask. Lena's right. I haven't tried to understand this place at all." So I think this is a realistic story with a lot of topics for discussion. I'd love to use this at a book club with everybody's perspectives represented. And we would discuss really these two girls coming together, and only when they end up together do they try to understand each other. Thank you for listening, and I hope you are encouraged to read I'm Not Dying With You Tonight, which is available through our Sora app at Conard Library or through the West Hartford Public Library. Thank you.